As a solitary child, I found solace in art, drawing incessantly. My journey was marked by the Blue Period's somber introspection, followed by the transformative cubism that shattered perspectives. Through my art, I sought to portray the human condition, its vulnerabilities and complexities. My legacy lies in the challenge I posed to conventions, expanding the boundaries of what art could be.
The life of Pablo Picasso. Pablo Picasso, one of the most influential and celebrated artists of the 20th century, was born on October 25, 1881, in the city of Malaga, Spain. He was the son of José Ruiz Blay, a painter and art teacher, and María Picasso Lopez. From a young age, Picasso showed a natural talent for art, and his father, recognizing his potential, began to teach him the basics of drawing and painting. Picasso's family moved to Barcelona in 1895, and at the age of 14, he was accepted into the prestigious School of Fine Arts in the city. It was here that he received formal training in classical techniques, but he soon became dissatisfied with the traditional methods and began to experiment with his own unique style. In 1897, at the age of 16, Picasso had his first solo exhibition at a local gallery, which received a positive response from critics and the public. In 1900, Picasso moved to Paris, the center of the art world at the time. He quickly became a part of the avant-garde art scene and was heavily influenced by the works of artists such as Henri de Toulouse-Lautrec and Paul Cézanne. He also befriended other artists, including George Braque, and together they would pioneer the art movement known as Cubism. During this time, Picasso's work went through a series of transformations as he experimented with different styles and techniques. He was constantly pushing the boundaries of traditional art and was not afraid to challenge the norms of society. One of his most famous early works is the painting Les Demoiselles d'Avignon, which was completed in 1907. This painting, with its distorted and fragmented forms, is considered the precursor to Cubism and is a prime example of Picasso's revolutionary approach to art. In early 1910, Picasso's work became more abstract, and he began to incorporate elements of collage and mixed media into his paintings. He also started to explore sculpture and created his first Cubist sculpture, Head of a Woman, in 1909. This marked the beginning of a prolific period of sculpting, and he would go on to create numerous groundbreaking works in this medium. In 1917, Picasso met and fell in love with Russian ballerina Olga Koklova, and they were married in 1918. The birth of their son, Paolo, in 1921, had a significant impact on Picasso's work, and he began to incorporate more classical elements into his art. This period, known as the Classical Period, is characterized by a return to more traditional techniques and a focus on the human form. In the 1930s, Picasso's personal life took a tumultuous turn as his marriage to Olga began to unravel, and he had an affair with a much younger woman, Marie-Thérèse Walter, who would become his muse and the subject of many of his paintings. This period also saw the rise of political turmoil in Europe, and Picasso's work began to reflect the social and political issues of the time. One of his most famous works from this period is Guernica, a powerful anti-war painting that was created in response to the bombing of the Spanish town of the same name during the Spanish Civil War. During the 1940s, Picasso's work became more somber and introspective, reflecting the personal turmoil he was going through. In 1943, he met Françoise Gillet, who would become his partner and the mother of his two children, Claude and Paloma. Their relationship lasted for 10 years, and during this time, Picasso's work took on a more playful and colorful tone. In his later years, Picasso continued to experiment with different art forms, including ceramics and lithography. He also returned to his roots and began to incorporate elements of his childhood and Spanish heritage into his work. In 1973, at the age of 91, Picasso passed away in France, leaving behind an unparalleled legacy that continues to influence artists to this day throughout his career. Picasso created an estimated 50,000 works of art, including paintings, sculptures, ceramics, and prints. He was a prolific and versatile artist, constantly pushing the boundaries of art and challenging traditional techniques. His contribution to the art world cannot be understated, and his work continues to be admired and studied by art enthusiasts and scholars alike. In conclusion, Pablo Picasso was a revolutionary artist who changed the course of art history. His relentless pursuit of innovation and experimentation, combined with his unique vision and talent, has solidified his place as one of the most significant and influential artists of all time. His legacy continues to inspire and influence generations of artists, making him a true icon of the art world.